Downvert was a very intense investigation and location. As we know, the MacDonald family, once again, very detrimental to Indigenous people throughout the last 150 years or so. And so that was tough for me, once again, to be in a space like that where, these are the people who put forth some of the most damaging colonial policy having to do with Indigenous people. So, it was tough for me. And if I were to be honest, it's not something that I believe necessarily should be celebrated. So that was difficult for me. But that aside, I was able to go in there, center myself, kind of put that to the side, and just go in there open-minded. And we did talk to some very powerful spirits. It left a lot of questions. The Downvert Museum for me was questions about spirits that have been following us, about the purposes of those spirits, about even the question around what happens when we as paranormal investigators open the door to this realm, this spirit realm, to communicate with us. I mean, there was huge questions for me around that. I still have a lot of questions from that investigation.
Downvert House was amazing. I just want to say that our guest, Ines, and her ability to connect using the pendulum. I encourage anyone out there who may be interested to connect with the pendulum, connect with spirit writing, connect with a talking board. And despite what you might hear in the media, despite what you might hear from those who maybe bang the drum of fear around something like a Ouija board, it is actually a very valid and helpful tool. And just like any tool, if you use a hammer can be used to build amazing structures like this house. A hammer can also be used to maim and kill. It's all about the intention that you put behind it. So Inez, with her pendulum, that's the highlight for me. Using the psychomantium, the Downvert House is a special one. And I'll long analyze and think about what happened in that home.